Welcome to our new video series. In this video, we are going to learn about one of the management theory, the business dilemma. Let's say Mr. Blue and Mr. Red both have been arrested for some minor crime. The police think they have committed a more serious crime, but they don't have enough evidence to convict them. They need a confession. They take them and put them in a separate rooms so that they can talk and play a little game. Police try to force a confession. The police give them a choice. Admit your partner committed the crime and you will go free. We'll pardon you for the minor crime, but your partner will have to spend 3 years in prison. If you stay silent and your partner lets us know that you were the one who really did it, and then you are going to have to go away for 3 years. They know that police don't have any evidence, and if they both stay silent, then they will only go prison for 1 year each for the minor crime. If they both betray each other, then they'll both go to prison for 2 years each. Okay, each partner can do one of two things: stay silent or betray. If they both stay silent, they each spend a year in prison. If one betrays and the other stays silent, then the betrayer goes free and silent spends 3 years in prison. If they both betray, then it's 2 years each. So what they are going to do? Well, they should cooperate. That's the best option. Let's take it from the Red's perspective. If he thinks Blue is going to stay silent, then he should betray, so he can go free. Going free is better than a year in prison. If he thinks he's going to betray him, then he should definitely betray. 2 years in jail is better than 3 and being made a fool of. Blue is in exact same situation and will think the exact same thing. He should betray if he stays silent, and he should betray if he betrays. But from an individual standpoint, they should notice they could always gain by betraying if they have no control over what the other person is going to do. So they'll both betray to try to better their own situation. This situation is pretty made up, but it has some real world analogs. A common example is with marketing. Let's say two cookie companies, Red Crunchy and Choco Green, are deciding how much money they should spend on advertising, since the product they each make is identical to another. Advertising has a huge impact on sales. For simplicity, let's say their choices are to advertise a bunch or not advertise at all. There's just 100 people in the society. If both don't advertise, then by random chance picking cookies boxes, 50 people buy Red Crunchy and 50 people buy Choco Grain. At 2 rupees a pack, they each make 100 rupees. Let's say advertisement cost is 30 rupees. If one person advertises and the other doesn't, then 80 people will buy cookies from the ads and 20 people will buy the other ones. The advertiser make 160 minus 30 for the ads and comes away with 130. The non-advertiser didn't spend money but only made 40 rupees. If both advertise again, half will buy Red Crunchy and half will buy Choco Green. But since they both spend 30 rupees on advertising, they come away with only 70 rupees each. Same deal, both people cooperating and not advertising is the most preferable situation. But both companies can see that advertising will make them more money. But unlike the business in the jail, these companies can talk and try to influence each other. From here, Green would be a better off if Red didn't advertise. Blue could try to convince Red that they would not advertise, but without any real obligation to each other, there's nothing that's stopping them from trying to advertise to gain more. If you think your opponent is going to not advertise, you are better off advertising. Although we are still making assumptions to make this situation work too, with this model we are assuming that they play only once. The game changes when the players have a chance to build up a relationship and work together to get more gains over time, or punish each other by not cooperating. Also, to make the model work, we have to make up rules for the players. Assume they are basically computer programs with predictable actions. For the business dilemma and other similar models, we are assuming they are rational agents. A rational agent is a hypothetical person that will always pick up the option that they predict will work best for them. They are not really thinking about gains of someone else. Seems selfish, but it is something that real people will generally do too. People always want the best for themselves. But if you put real people in the business dilemma, people don't always betray like the model predicts. Using the rational agent is still useful. The model is just trying to point out the dilemma of certain specific situation where people actually hurting themselves. They are only thinking about themselves like a cold robotic psychopaths. So thank you guys. This was it for the day. Please like, share, and comment. If you have any questions, let me know in the comment section. Thank you.